guys, this is my first YouTube video ever, and I'm going to do a tutorial for you guys. I'm just going to make it like my everyday summer look. So to get started, I'm going to first use my Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, and I'm just going to apply that using my buffing brush. It's my favorite brush to use to apply foundation. Just going to dab it everywhere. It gives really good coverage, so if you have any problems with redness or like acne and stuff, like this is a great foundation for you because you really only need like the teeniest amount of it because it goes a really long way. I definitely have, my biggest problem was redness, so that's why I love it. And then just buff that in with your brush really well. And go over your eyelids a little bit. And just buff it in so it looks as natural as possible. Okay. Oh, and before you apply your foundation, make sure you moisturize. I just used a moisturizer by Mario Badescu, which I love. Okay. So now that I have my skin tone evened out, I'm going to use a little bit of concealer, and I just got this concealer. It's by RMS, and I have the shade 22. So I'm just going to use that to dab around my nose area and cover up any more redness that I have. I like it because it's really hydrating, and I have really dry skin, and it never makes it look cakey or messed up, because I hate when concealers cake and crease and like just look really bad on dry skin. Okay, so then I'm going to do my eyebrows. Even when I don't wear any makeup, I always have to do my eyebrows. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder in Brunette. I love this stuff, and I'm using my Real Techniques angled brush. And I'm just lightly filling them in any sparse spots, like that. And my eyebrows stay in place pretty well, so I actually don't normally use a brow gel or anything. I normally just do that. So my eyebrows done. And then to finish up my base, I'm going to use my NARS Laguna bronzer, which is my favorite bronzer. I hit pan on it a while ago. So I'm just going to take my big multi-use Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to kind of apply it like all over a little bit for just like to add warmth to my skin. Because the foundation that I use is actually the one I use like during the winter too, because I don't normally try to tan my face during the summer, so I always use the same one. There we go. I love this bronzer because it's just really not orangey at all. Okay. Next up, I'm going to start on my eyes, and I'm actually going to be using the Mary Luminizer, and it's just a really pretty like golden shade, like champagne-y too, and I just think it looks really pretty on the eyes. So I'm just going to apply this all over my lid. Just adds a lot of light, makes your eyes look very like bright and open. So I'm just applying that all over the lid. I don't like to wear a ton of eyeshadow during the daytime, like for the summer. That's just my personal preference. But next up, I'm going to do some liquid liner. Actually, just kidding. I need to tightline my eyes first, my upper waterline. So I'm going to do that. And the eyeliner I'm using is L'Oreal Infallible. I really like this stuff because it just stays put, doesn't go anywhere. So then, for my liquid eyeliner, I'm going to be using Pixie Lash Lining, and I really love this stuff. And I'm just going to trace my upper lash line using it. And then I'm going to flick it out the teeniest bit, and I'm going to line that up with like where my lower waterline is basically. And then I'm just going to meet it over like this for a little bit of a wing. And I love using this lash line ink because it has a really pointy tip. And I'm just going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, there we go. That's my little wings done. And then I'm going to curl my lashes. I always curl my lashes before using mascara because it just makes them look way more wide open, and like I just think it transforms the way they look. Squeeze that a few times. And then I'm going to use my favorite mascara right now, which is the Rocket Maybelline's Volume Express. And I'm going to just apply a few coats of this. This mascara is really great if you want a lot of volume. It doesn't do too much in the length department, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. So that's my eyelashes done. So now that my eyes are done, the last step that I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bright lip color. And what I'm going to be using today is RMS Lip Shine in Sacred. And I really like this stuff. I like doing a bright lip kind of on a daily basis. It just makes me feel like my face is like lifted and happy. So I really like doing a bright lip. And this is like a coral reddish shade. So I really like that, and it feels really moisturizing and nourishing on the lips. So this is basically just the finished look. I don't normally use powder because I have dry skin. So this is it. This is what I like to do in the summer. It's really easy, doesn't take long at all, and I just feel like it makes me look bright and happy, and I feel like it's very summery. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys like my first beauty video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!